What if I told you that time travel might be real? Imagine the possibility of humans moving through time, witnessing the future, or even revisiting the past. Sounds like science fiction, right? But what if there were real cases that suggest time travel may already have happened? In this video, we'll dive deep into 10 real-life time travel cases that will leave you questioning the very fabric of reality. So, without further ado, let's begin. Number 1. Noah, the Time Traveler from 2030. In February 2018, a man known only as Noah shocked the world when he claimed to be a time traveler from the year 2030. To prove his claim, Noah took a lie detector test on camera, which he passed. He made several bold predictions, including that Donald Trump would be re-elected for a second term, and by 2028, time travel would be invented. He even mentioned humans would land on Mars by that time, and that Bitcoin would be used as a global currency alongside cash. Noah also showed what appeared to be a futuristic device implanted in his wrist, which he claimed was part of the time travel process. When asked to remove it for further examination, he refused. An X-ray revealed a mysterious object under his skin, adding more intrigue to his story. But just when things couldn't get stranger, Noah disappeared during a live stream. He later contacted the channel, claiming he had been taken back to 2030 for questioning before being allowed to return to the present. Number 2. The Hamburg Air Raid. In 1932, journalist J. Bernard Hutton and photographer Joachim Brandt were on assignment at the Hamburg shipyard in Germany when something strange occurred. As they arrived, bombs suddenly began falling from the sky. Chaos ensued as they sought shelter, but they managed to snap several photographs of the destruction before leaving. However, when they developed the photos, there were no signs of a bombing. Their story was dismissed as a fabrication. But 11 years later, in 1943, the exact same shipyard was bombed during World War II in an Allied raid known as Operation Gomorrah. When Hutton saw the photographs of the attack, they were identical to the ones he thought he had taken years earlier. The accuracy of their story and photographs leaves us wondering if they somehow traveled forward in time without realizing it. Number 3. The Reykjavik Time Traveler. In 2016, a peculiar photograph from 1943 Reykjavik, Iceland, began circulating on social media. In the photo, a group of American soldiers stands outside a building, but one man, leaning against a window, appears to be talking on what looks like a mobile phone, long before such technology existed. The photo, posted by Christian Hoffman, quickly gained attention, as many believed it was proof of time travel. How could someone in the 1940s be using a device that wasn't invented until decades later? Is it possible that this man was a time traveler casually using a modern device in the past? The mystery remains unsolved. Number 4. The 1928 Dupont Factory Mystery. Another bizarre time travel case surfaced from a 1928 piece of footage filmed outside the Dupont factory. If you look closely, a woman appears to be holding something to her ear, talking as she walks, much like how we use mobile phones today. But this was 1928. Skeptics argue that she could have been holding a simple hearing aid or another device, but believers see this as further proof of time travelers caught on film. Number 5. The South Fork Bridge Traveler. One of the most famous time travel photos ever taken comes from the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in Canada in the 1940s. The black and white photo shows a crowd of people, but one man stands out. He's wearing what appears to be modern sunglasses, a logo-printed shirt, and a hoodie. Items that were definitely not common in the 1940s. This photo has sparked endless debate, but no conclusive explanation has ever been found. Number 6. The 1962 World Cup. The 1962 FIFA World Cup saw Brazil take on Czechoslovakia in the final match. And after Brazil's victory, a photo was taken of player Garrincha holding the trophy. But if you look closely at the crowd below, you'll see a man who seems to be holding a mobile phone, capturing the moment. Could this be a time traveler who journeyed back to witness one of the most iconic moments in sports history? Time travel enthusiasts think so, while skeptics argue that the object could be something else. But it's hard to explain the presence of a device that didn't exist at the time. Number 7. Moberly and Jourdain's Versailles encounter. In 1901, two professors, Moberly and Jourdain, took a trip to the Palace of Versailles in France. While walking through the gardens, they suddenly found themselves surrounded by people in 18th century clothing, and they even claimed to see Marie Antoinette herself. The eerie experience lasted only a few moments before the scene vanished. Moberly and Jourdain later wrote a book about their encounter, describing it as a time slip, a moment when the past and present collided. Their credibility as academics lent weight to their account, making it one of the most convincing stories of time travel. Number 8. The Guangxi Watch. In 2008, archaeologists in Guangxi, China, opened a tomb that had been sealed for over 400 years. Inside, they discovered a small wristwatch with the time frozen at 10:06. The back of the watch was engraved with the word Swiss, but wristwatches weren't invented until centuries after the tomb was sealed. How did the watch end up in a centuries-old tomb? Was it left behind by a time traveler who accidentally misplaced it? The discovery remains a puzzling mystery that points to the possibility of time travel. Number 9. Alexander Smith's CIA time travel mission. In 2018, a man named Alexander Smith came forward, claiming to have traveled to the year 2118 as part of a top-secret CIA mission. He revealed shocking details about the future, including the existence of intelligent alien life and the rise of a man named Jamie Oliver, who would become President of the United States. Smith even produced a photograph of a futuristic city that he claimed was taken during his visit to the future. While skeptics were quick to dismiss his story, the photograph and his detailed descriptions of the future left many wondering if he could be telling the truth. Number 10. Andrew Carlson, the time-traveling stock trader. In 2003, a man named Andrew Carlson was arrested for insider trading after turning $800 into $350 million on the stock market in just 2 weeks. When questioned by the FBI, Carlson confessed that he was a time traveler from the year 2256 and that his stock success was due to his knowledge of future events. Carlson even offered to reveal the location of Osama bin Laden and the cure for AIDS in exchange for his freedom. But before he could stand trial, a mysterious benefactor posted his bail, and Carlson vanished, never to be seen again. Time travel. Is it possible? Or are these just coincidences and hoaxes? Could time travelers be walking among us right now? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out on our next mind-bending story.